This time, my friends, Gentlemates versus BBL. Two things that are playing good Valorant. Earlier today we had GX versus Foot, and my friends, it was epic. Check that out. And later today we also got Envy, man, the Paperwax 2.0 playing. Will be beautiful. I recommend you guys watch that, man, if you don't know Envy. Their games are amazing. They are insane.
Market is found successfully, and BBL boots on the ground, but mates have got reinforcements. Come back on site for that first fight. Stun goes down, but it's Levin to draw first blood. He gets a second two with comeback down. Now those players locked out by a smoke. Although the reveal spots a few, they couldn't deny the spike plant. The retake, 2 against 4 through the smoke. It's good, but Levin, he puts a pin in it.
They had a 12-6 lead and still managed to choke in OT. So it's
this guy's giving you spoilers, man.
Both these teams haven't been able to finish their dinner, and probably both should have had a win already as well. In this round, at least, not much invested at all.
The Billy Classic, the Upset Kings.
It should be housekeeping for BBL, keeping that economy
nice
and healthy. They've got 2 pistols brought into the round, 1 player down, but the weapon to be recovered. I think that's a Bulldog on the floor. They don't want to lose much more. For now, at least, they're in that safe zone. Yeah, that probably could have been a little bit better on the paranoia. Kamek's taken 2. Now this is dangerous. It's already costly, but it could well be a round win for mates. An immediate answer back. And it's Levin.
What was that? This is Valorant 3.0. What is happening here, man? This is not normal, dude. The guy was dead, no? Jesus Christ. That has to be the most beautiful shot ever.
It's clever from them.
We need to see his POV production. Cook that for us. Slow mode 10 times.
The others on site.
Jesus Christ.
They're not going to be able to collect, but maybe that means that comeback can be the bait. They are going separately though. Maybe hoping that they can find the information to get the trade. Never mind, comeback's going to do it all.
Comeback, the Turkish player destroying the Turkish team, man. Damn, bro.
A huge weaponry advantage.
He used to play for BBL Pacific, for those who don't know.
Yeah, that's going to sting.
Bro, that was insane. We gotta see that again. We're play, guys. Amazing job. Bro, what was this round, actually? It was a full equal.
Was the one to draw first blood in that battle, but this time he gets his comeuppance.
Yo, you guys, you gotta show that.
We didn't see it in the moment. Of course, you don't expect him to win either of those fights. Getting out with both and a fadeaway shot.
More. Let's see more. 10 times. Jesus Christ, that was so beautiful.
The finisher.
Giving those 1v1 fights. It's definitely a mistake. Sociable, he had a gap. I still won that fight. I thought Vekash had him dead to rights, but never mind. It's kind of gone in their favor. I think we're getting a weird match here, Mitch.
You'd expect nothing less, really.
Bro, Social gets another one. That's it. Yo. Just like that, they win the round, man. That's insane. Yo, these two, they gotta save, man. 2v5, just save it.
Lose this round, buy again. Lose that round, you could even buy again. And ults will be coming online as well. Sociable 2 away right now. Yumpy and Magnum open this one up, though. Ult's not needed. It's just the weapons in hand. They may have looked weak in round number 2, but that weakness, it's nowhere to be found here. Mini stuck with a stinger behind the boxes. They might think with 2 picks they've cleared the site, but the reveal catches him. Still good for 1. Ult comes online. It grabs another. Damage done with the classic. And mates are doing it again. This is effectively a 1v2. As it now very much is. Yumpy 70 HP and 2 players to find.
Did he just get delivered a gun as well? The player was grabbed at least. They've just got to try and
Liquid defense, do you miss Yampy?
Walkabouts on his own. He's done so much damage. His classic might be the best in the world right now, and Kamek is the only man standing, but he will
Kamek, clutch player too, man.
Well, that's it. I mean, we saw it there, the replay, great replay from his perspective. You get to see just how much space he had, how much time he had. No, that reveal didn't catch anyone.
Beautiful goal, bro.
Hunter's Fury follows up, maybe just gambling that it would have a reveal or 2.
Faster pace here for EMEA today, man. I like that.
Follows up onto Mini. Levin's gotten close.
I was talking about how slow the games were last week.
Together, but a snake in the grass again. It's comeback, finding one. But this time they have that backup. They have the trades. They're not looking to let this advantage slip. And BBL, they'll get their
clean. Kamek, you gotta save this, bro. Low money, no money. Just save it.
Almost just as a bit of a ruse, they've got rid of at least that early control. However, it's definitely looking like a B hit and a very peculiar ult.
Well, this is it. 11 was just the recon there. The drone sent through to find a target. The ult fires through, clears backside, but Kamek still hasn't been spotted. Now he has, managing to deal a little bit of damage, but he's going to have a lot of players swinging him. BBL learning from their mistakes. It's only Magnum isolated, but he had a snake bite to play.
And Vikash played really good, man, in their last series.
Still good for BBL. Great shock dart from BBL.
Bro, my Jinx power today has been insane, not gonna lie.
Left, but definitely wasn't Vekash hitting himself. And a 4 versus 3.
If you watch the previous game, you know it. Actually, unbelievable stuff, man.
Unless Mini lands something, they might go for the save, but that could spur them on. Magnum deals with the op, though. Leaves Mini alone with next.
6 true gentlemates are broke again. Hey, my friends, I created a pool on the community tab. Off topic, I'm not gonna lie, but which monitor do you guys think is best? A OLED 27, 480 Hz from LG, or a Zoe 400 Hz monitor with IAC 2? Only to play Valorant, some CS, sometimes. Rare, but occasionally. The Zoe one is a little bit cheaper.
With the ability to bring this spike all the way back around and go into the free space.
I'm not gonna watch videos on it. I'm just gonna play Valorant.
He can find value around mid, but he's been spotted now.
Tell me which one you think is best. And possibly if you know why,
because they got stuck.
I'd appreciate that too. I have a 127 monitor here that is 280 Hz from Asus. I would like one smaller one, because actually mine is kind of bad because the pixel density is bad. But in a 4K one, it's I don't think it's 4K. It's 2K, I think, right?
This is it.
I don't know.
The adjustment.
But I think it would look better. I don't think you would have problems with pixel density. But still, I think a smaller one may be better, no?
Either Levin's finding value, opening B, dragging rotates, and they get A for free, or they can cancel and go back.
Give me your feedback. I'm not a specialist on the subject, man. I never had that IAC 2 monitor, so I don't know how good that is. I know all that is insane, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Help me out. Mundi, are you rich? You're gonna buy a monitor like that? No, bro. What happens is that I have an old computer here that I'm not using as much. Then my friend, who lives
so good but couldn't quite finish his dinner.
Right next to me, he wants to build a PC, man. So I'm helping him out. I'm gonna sell him my PC for a good price, and then he wants a monitor too. So I was like, okay, man, let's see what we can do together. If it works for you, it works for me, that's great. Then I'm looking for a monitor. Vikash! Man, this has been one of the most fast-paced games in EMEA history. For sure, for sure. BBL, I like what you're doing. Bro, low-key, the games last week, especially Fnatic, bro, was so slow, so slow. Is it bad? No, it's not bad. It's just slow, you know? It's a different style. I feel like Fnatic, they are mastering their style, man. Some rounds they still throw it, and you say, oh my god, look, they don't know about time. But I feel like they are cooking, man. They are developing that style and is looking pretty good, man. It's totally opposite from Paper X, but it's a good style too, man. Fnatic is playing incredible. And here is 9-3. Mundi is yapping too much, no?
Wow, it's not looking good.
They've got GX and Vitality to beat as well. Even if they do claim this series, you need to see them put their best foot forward. The opening for Levin, he's been great here in the pistol rounds, and it's no different this time. Yeah. A BBL 0-2 as well. You know that they have locked in on another level, and mid-aggression was a part of their attack. It's going to be a part of their defense as well. They've already gone deep. They've spotted a player, but not coming back. Unfortunately, he's lost procs, and in goes the swing! Levin feeling confident. Quite a fight for mates, though. They've kept it into a 2v2. Both players on full shield, so that outlaw, not as dangerous as it could be.
Yeah. The problem is, though, this is already quite damning. This is more of a bonus round. He spotted them. He's got the information. He can now call for the rotation of Magnum, and well, you aim in on a spot with that Bulldog and it's deadly as anything else. Thank you, observers. He's going to be waiting on the corner for anybody to round it. I'd bet he'd get one, because why would anybody be expecting someone to watch this? But he falls back, worried that they've gone back into middle. He had the right idea, but maybe just at the wrong time. Instead, he's going to fall back even more passive, make sure that he can maybe take one for free, and then just fade away. And again, they've seen them once more. That will call for the rotation, but he kind of needs to find one, and that's exactly what Magnum does. No need to overface, and now it's all on Vekaj.
He could have stayed aggressive and faced the push. Instead, he played it wise. This time, he made a bit of a mistake, peeking by himself, but damage is done. Now that Outlaw just needs the one tag. Magnum needs to be careful. He'll go down to just one bullet on the other side, but Yumpy is taking his time, and he's caught the timing. He's around here for free. They have no idea! And the death blow landed. That could be the map done. Well, you know, it's one thing to try to motivate teams in this position, but the coaches can't even do that. They've already used all their timeouts. They've lost comeback to a net from Sociable. He finishes off his dinner with a clean opening. BBL, 5v4.
Shocked up. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You know, you call some things out that are good, and other times it just doesn't hit.
That one did. That's the shock dart you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Vekaj, great read again, Tom. You're really on it today. That's going to at least even things up, but Levin gets a freebie. There's no one to try to trade. And when they do go together, they run into Profek. Kamek, 1v4. He's been in this position a couple of times, and every other time he went for the save. It wasn't a choice this time, and there'll be no saving map number 1. 13-3 for BBL, a dominant showing on their pick. And his job here is just to stay alive while the rest of the team rotates into position. He'll take the space, confirm that at least both of the players he saw, and assume all 3 have made it through that door. There's one. Prox though. Okay. He's good for 1. With Vekaj by his side, they'll continue the aggression. They see Yumpy there, decide to back off. Commit to the site where Profek is waiting up high, but he's now being spotted. The element of surprise fades, damage done to Prox. Vekaj even lower than before, but they are holding on, and they'll get the pistol across the line. With an immediate rotate over towards Waterfall, thanks to his TP. He has a get out of jail free, and he may need it, but he's not looking the right way. Caught off by Mini. Profek standing his ground, but only good for 1. Okay, numbers for mates. Site taken at a plant that should be undeniable. Levin wants something to do with this, though. He's going in. He's almost taken Prox out of the equation, but the advantage persists in favor of mates. They've done damage back as well. The door open. Magnum, he's isolating himself. It's a risk being taken, and Prox is the one to punish it. This should be the round for mates, and now it's all but confirmed.
Yumpy with no hope, and he's even been closing on. Vekaj knows where he is and is waiting for that final fight. They'll wipe out the remaining weaponry. And
2 away from a showstopper, I think, is really the only way that this round can turn back in their favor. But he needs picks. They're pushing towards his site, walking into his waiting arms, or in fact running in as Comeback slides through for the opening. The site's now theirs. Plant will be found. 3 sheriffs against 5 rifles on the other side. And again, that outlaw, very dangerous in a round like this.
It almost feels like night and day from the previous map. His squad has been consistently moving as a unit. Supportive utility has been on point. It genuinely looks like a completely different team. And that's we're asking, why did they pick this map? And I think we're witnessing the reasons as to why. And well, no! Extra style points for the Inzo flawless comebacks. Definitely feeling it right now. And that lead is extending even further for mates.
This is a much better face to him. Look at this round. The opening, it's conventional. The slide in to pick up one. The outlaw back in his hands as he pushes the smoke, and then this to finish it off. The guy's playing gun game on the server.
Nice!
And he's got top marks, 8 and 3 to start this map out.
You reckon he's feeling a little bit nervous playing against BBL again?
Oh, it definitely feels like mates are the ones with full control over how these rounds are playing out. Drone goes through, it spots Sociable, doesn't tag him, but he is forced to TP thanks to that stun from Kamek. who almost loses his life. He's been shot in the ankle, still running at full speed, but Magnum puts him down eventually. Ult goes through. It hasn't caught anyone. It looked like it would, but Sociable finishes Prox off anyways. The Viper's Pit, that may be the road to recovery for Gentlemates. Still a 2 versus 4, but with that pit, this could turn the tide completely in their favor. Mini goes as he hears the mag run dry, but Yumpy, hot on his heels, will pick up the kill to put it all onto Comeback. Swinging wide, and he's put it down to a 1v1! A Red Bull clutch from Comeback, and another round from Mates, another 4v2 victory.
You know, most times the BBL CEO watch parties these games, and I reckon he's just head in hands going like, I sold them this guy, I sold them this player. Like, it's just the sliding shots and then the crazy confidence to go back in for the reswing.
12
like,
health.
You would think as well that it could be a perfect middle ground. The aggression expected. Drone going to be used to clear reswing from Yumpy, but he's under serious pressure, and now, well, he's flying into the air, even with the net, stunning up Comeback. But Profek has at least been able to find one in the backline, rotating the door, getting one more, but there's Comeback again! 15 and 3 right now. And it's just going further and further into their favor.
Shutting that showstopper out of the round as well, that could have went to main. It could have found plenty of players. Turn the round back in their favor instead. A 2v4 again. And up in the hands of Sociable, maybe the worst weapon to face off against Comeback. I'm thinking he'll swing into the angle, but he moonwalks his way to success. And it's BBL with the need to make those adjustments.
Sociable even looks sort of nervous to take this swing, which is unusual. The tour de force finally gets them an opener. I can understand why. Every time they've gone peeking, swinging, there's been multiple players holding angles, waiting for the fight. Finally, it looks like he's going to get a couple of opportunities, and when he does, he lands the shot. The push-up from behind, at least looking like there's a semblance of hope, and they have the spike, so they have the spike trapped.
Oh. Mini? Oh, Mini! No! Comeback tries to bail him out. At least the vulnerable has faded. The wall keeps him up, but...
So the rest of BBL making their way in towards this A site. Shock darts ready to try and do some damage, and it will. It's a decent catch. Leaves them low, but Levin wins that fight anyway. Man advantage in their favor. How has Comeback won that? And actually, is that the spike in the corner?
It is indeed. Quite a recovery.
It's
good. Profek's on a third. It's only Comeback. He's low. A bullet needed, but Yumpy's in the same boat. Comeback has been so good in these pistols. It was Levin in the first half. 22 and 4, the man who barely dies, and he's repositioning. They both are heading to the same position. He's got the read, but Yumpy with 5 HP. He keeps BBL in it.
The gun he currently has. Oh, it's a nice angle for Profek, though. That's a huge pick back in the other direction. Most of the time you don't talk about bonus rounds with a necessity to win, but the heavy investment into the sniper has not paid off. Now they should have a decent idea of how far Magnum has already got. The stun is going to go back in the other direction, and that will keep him alive. The net goes a little further, and the Spectre already thriving, looking for a little bit more, but it's only going to manage the one. Vekaj on the edge of the smoke needs to win this fight, and he'll in fact win both. Shields. If only they had a Spectre, that'd be deadly.
No, it still wouldn't be, Tom. It still wouldn't be. That's the problem. Nice paranoia to start. Reposition to the right side. Op already picking up one. It's Yumpy down, but the trade is still there. And in fact, with Levin falling, damage for Gentlemates is very much stabilized. They keep that B control. But Profek's gone behind them. They're not watching it right now. They're looking the other way. Finally, you start to look towards heaven. Kamek's got their back covered, so there's no surprise pick. And in fact, the space being filled in is already claimed by BBL. The TP doesn't get them anything in this scenario. Comeback. He's not going to risk the push through the smoke, which, to be honest, with how he's been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
At some point, he's going to slide through, get stunned, and hit someone with a no-scope.
You've been pretty good on the prediction so far, Tom.
Yeah. It just depends if Magnum survives. Maybe he doesn't get stunned. But a 3-man flank This puts a lot of pressure onto Sociable. The only man without a weapon per se. He does have that headhunter and already manages to teleport away, evening things up in terms of the personnel. Gets another, but now it's all onto Prophet. The snake in the grass, playing around the edge of the smoke. Come back there with the sniper, he whips. Misses the shot. Prophet's there to save the day.
We've seen how dangerous these pistols can be from mates. If mistakes are made, but BBL grouped up. Smoke comes in just in time, that'll block them out. Stun goes through, immediate dive in, ult active. Comeback almost claims two. The TP at least keeps Sociable alive, but on a sliver of health. And it's Magnum to turn the tide back in their favor. He'll catch comeback. Sociable's left alone, but the spike's being defused. A shot through the smoke doesn't land. It's that close, and he'll get it at the end. This was BBL's round. This was pistols for Gentlemates.
I can only assume this is going to be an attempt, at the Nightfall.
I think his mates have so much to respond to. Not on this site, but for the retake.
It didn't hit him.
Minnie just wants to get out, stay alive, maybe deal with that showstopper, but it's dealt with him. The decay will fade. Levin still very low. You see how close that fight was to going their way. But with the pit down, they're still Rolling Thunder. They're still Hunter's Fury. Do they want to use it now, though? 7 rounds in a row needed. They have plenty of time. Rolling Thunder goes through. Great paranoia. Prox! He's grabbed himself a double. This should be the end of it all. Because now it's left to Yumpy, Stinger in hand, but he's isolated too. He'll get the plant as well. The Odin creeping its way forward. He knows where that Hunter's Fury came from. He knows where Vekaj was and just wants to fight up close. Reveal to buy him that little bit of space with the cross back being watched. He'll take a tag. 56 health. Upgrades the rifle at least. Dodges the reveal for now. He's a little further forward than you might expect. Vekaj pops the drone. And Yumpy can't quite get an angle on him. The spam here. Oh, but it won't land the pick. Yumpy with a Red Bull clutch. From mates, it's usually where things change. Comebacks here early to help out with the fight. The Nightfall goes through. They've got info on comeback. The TP from Profek is spotted, so he cancels. It looks like that's changing the direction of the play for BBL. At least that's what they want mates to think.
Leaves Mini. Somewhat isolated, comeback making his way back in, but Mini's holding his ground up until he's traded. BBL looking like a tight-knit roster over the last few rounds, and while Vekaj is just a little bit far behind everybody else, will be spotted, stunned, and every member peaks. He still does reasonably well.
We talked about the stakes. As these rounds build up, as Deja Vu is fresh in mates' mind, they know that their position in the franchise could be out of their control. They would need to win both of their games. I think it's GX and Vitality. Comebacks dealt with immediately. We talked about the head-to-head of him and Levin. A very valuable pick in a buy round. There it is, though. The trade back, but Levin is quick to keep numbers in their favor. The timing, perfect for Sociable. It's a little slow to start, but he gets there in the end, as does Levin. It's both of them to close this out for BBL. That's a buy round.
Going into this one with a chance to go 3-0. Instead, if they choke this, they are going 0-3, and Levin, I said maybe he just needed an awakening. He's definitely found it. This isn't a light buy. This is a full investment once again. And he is just single-handedly tearing them a new one. Levin has decided what's going to happen in this map. And well, what can Kamek do about it? He has to go one better.
They've put it all into this. Even a pick in this round for Mini, for comeback, it gets them ult for the next before they go down. But Levin stomping through. He's got Showstopper to kick off the next round. They've got Nightfall to find him a victim. This is disastrous. Mates won't have a strong buy. They won't have ults to fall back on, and that lead that looked so commanding. It looked undoubtful that we would go to map number 3, but now it's in question. Levin's awake on the stage, and Ace to bring them all the way to round 24. He's been opening these rounds, and this time he closes it too.
So bear in mind, he is 16 and 18 right now. He's had 8 kills in the last 2 rounds. So he is just equal.
Oh, he's coming for comeback.
I was about to say, going on stats, probably still comeback. But, but you know, this is exactly what we wanted to see. We brought up this matchup at the beginning of the game. Those 2 players could be the difference maker. There's still a purchase here for mates. They had enough credits in the bank, and Levin is going to be the one under pressure, the showstopper. It catches Mini. The aggression fails. That's a 9th kill, and it's just carrying on. OT looking inevitable at this stage.
Now this team says belief is everything, but when it came to this comeback, not many would have believed.
I didn't.
But they kept themselves in it. And now it looks like we're going to overtime. Kamek and Prox, players who were so close to seeing a third map, now find themselves alone against the rising tide of BBL. And mates are washed away. Round 24. We'll have another to follow.
Slow as before. But I'm sure that's an adaptation BBL are just using for OT. They've been aggressive, they've been pressuring, they were always fighting, and now they're just sitting back in the corner, and it's Levin again!
30 seconds
They
left.
set the bait, they set the trap! It was a fallback from Magnum to just give the youngster another chance. And his utility sat on the other side of the map, is just holding. What? Profik has just hit a dink as if it couldn't get any worse. Showstoppers online as well.
Spike planted.
Yeah, this is the difference. We talked about comeback, but Levin wasn't in that first half. He barely got to play. He doubled his kills in 2 rounds, and now he's not stopping. With Profek down, the showstopper comes in. It clears the space. As they fight back through, the damage done by Profek sustains. Vekash is low. Yumpy spots the push. They continue. They want Waterfall. They want that space. They want Yumpy on the ground, but they're dropping like flies. And now it's Vekash with a sliver of health to fall. BBL 13 on the board. The same demons haunting them. Back to the defense now, where they lost 7 in a row. Back to overtime on Lotus, where they lost a foot, a lead that never should have slipped away. With franchise on the line, this is more pressure than these players have ever felt, and pressure put on B leaves Vekash on the floor. The TP is a bait, and Sociable holds. Levin lands another, and Mini and Comeback, they're the ones that have to do it. Comeback was the man to carry them to a huge lead in half number 1. But now on the defense, he has to do what's evaded him throughout all of that previous half. 20 HP. It's Mini that may have to carry the mantle, and time is ticking.
Sociable up close. Like the problem is, like, it almost feels like they're down and out. They're waiting for a flank to come in, but this time has already been ticking for so long. They needed to be way further forward than this, and they are still scoping out the backlines. They're still looking to see if there's anybody holding a flank. Like, it's so much time already gone, and it just doesn't matter at this stage. Comeback has to scurry away, and the comeback is done. BBL have managed to turn it from a 7-round deficit, winning them all in a row, to go 9 straight and win the map. And that is a devastating way to lose this series.
Their first win in stage 2, and they do it like this. It looked like it had to be a 3-mapper. We spoke